Welcome to MMA Fight Night. Let's jump right in. Daniel Cormier shares his reaction to Michael Chandler's shocking video revealing the brutal damage his legs endured in the Charles Oliveira fight.
I'll show you something. Look at that. Look at this knee. The swelling goes all the way down.
Guys, did y'all see Michael Chandler's leg? The swelling? When he pressed down on his leg and they had those two big circles, that is the craziest. Now, this happens. I have seen people on airplanes, guys. People on airplanes that when they fly long, they get like edema. So it's so scary to me to not get this swelling that when I go overseas, now I wear compression socks. One thing you can't do though is stop the leg kicks and the damage that your legs take and all the swelling. So when you press it, like Chandler, he left like dents in his leg. I've had edema like that. I don't think I've ever had it as bad as Chandler has it. That's crazy. But you can see him doing the right things, right? All the sawing, all the moving around is what makes that swelling come down and you're okay. But I want you guys to look at that and just understand the damage and the toughness and the durability you have to have and the ability to go through stuff in order to be a fighter. We watched Michael Chandler fight Charles Oliveira for 25 minutes, and for the vast majority of that fight, he got beat up. But look at the damage he took on his legs to get there. I mean, we are 10 days post-fight. That is crazy.
Alexander Volkanovski shares hilarious footage of him and his coach goofing around at the beach.
Oh, he's coming, pressuring me. Ooh.
Telling you, you're still grabbing her.
I was like, let me finish the move. He's a man now.
Jamahal Hill claps back at Magomed Ankalaev, boldly calling him a bum. Here's what Jamahal said on his YouTube channel.
Mr. Ankle Grabber, Ankle Lad, whatever his name is. You know, y'all know the weird guy that kind of look like, what's his name? Abraham Lincoln. Just can't stop talking about me, man. He laid out his plans, which was cool. You know, you got a title shot coming up. You earned it in one of the worst fights of the year. That's good on you. You gotta call somebody, you gotta get to talk about calling somebody a bum. Bum is insane, bro. Bum is insane. For the simple fact of, one, to you, I'm a bum in no realm, on facet of anything. We have common opponents, so we can measure the value of each one of our game and each one of our fighting styles. Remember Santos, they dropped you, you went to a decision, hugging him, and all of those things? Yeah, I finished that guy. You remember how you got a title shot, you know what I mean, given whenever the belt was vacant and you fumbled it, you couldn't stop leg kicks, or you decided to be a crotch sniffer for the last 2 rounds or whatever, and you fumbled then. But who stepped up to the plate? Champ, as you may call me, you're not addressed as such. Pipe down when you talking to me, bro. Man, talking about a bum.
Tom Aspinall hilariously critiques UFC fighters' tattoos.
It's Tom Aspinall, and I'm rating UFC tattoos 1 to 10. Alex Pereira. So he's got kind of like a Japanese oriental sleeve, which I like a lot. Love that style. Got that style myself. I'm gonna give that an 8. 8.5. Ilya Topuria, really nice tattoos. He's got kind of like a photorealism style with the tiger. He's got some gladiator stuff on his arm. Wolf. That's really nice tattoos. I'd say that's a 9. I like that a lot. Izzy Adesanya, I like him. It is a really nice as well. He's got the tattooed neck, which I'm a big fan of. Broken native, I like. Africa over here, pretty cool. Not my usual style, but I'm still gonna give it an 8. And this is Cody Garbrandt. Don't like this one. Love the neck one, looks great on him. I like the arms as well. The neck's my favourite. All in all, I think I'll go 7. Donald Cerrone, the back. I mean, I like the name thing, pretty cool. Corny as well, but I do like it, like honouring your name, putting it on your body. The tribal stuff, yeah, not really my scene. The dog, I'd give that a 6 probably. Not really my style, to be honest. Nothing against it, but it's not my style. So Diego Lopez, dream big and make it happen. So he's one of them because he's not English, or English isn't his first language. It's like pretty cool to get something else, a different language on you, I guess. And I like the concept, but it's not my style, so I give that a 6. D-Rod, yeah, really good tattoos, really good tattoos, man. They really suit him. I like the head thing, the back's nice. I think I'll give that a 9. I really like that. I really like that stuff. Oh, Marvin Vittori, yeah, he also has like a Japanese sleeve / coming onto the chest. It's really nice stuff, actually. The colour, some people when they get colour in, doesn't go well with the skin tone, but because he's quite pale, the colour really pops on him, and it's done really well. That must have took a lot of time. That I would say, give that a 9.5. Brendan Allen, I like the way he fits on his body, going into the chest, going into the sleeve, the ribs and stuff. The actual design of it looks like some kind of Polynesian stuff. I don't know exactly what it is. It's not something that I like personally. It's not something that I could see having on myself, but I'm not against it. I would say that's a 7. Anthony Smith, he's got some shockers, but he's also got some good ones. I know he's got a lot of new work done. He's got a lot of cover-ups like I do as well. I'm not keen on the chest, to be honest, or the stomach. He's got some nice colour on the arm. Tribals are getting covered, I believe. Overall, I give him a 7.5 on the tattoos.
Michael Bisping weighs in on Ian Garry versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. On his YouTube channel, Bisping said, "You've got to have a lot of respect for Ian Garry. He didn't have to take this fight, but can he stop the takedown? Ian Garry is probably going to dance around the octagon and use the exact same game plan he did against Jeff Neal. He's got to keep Shavkat Rakhmonov off him. If he can't stop the takedown, he will get finished. And that's no disrespect to Ian Garry. He might be able to dance around, use the reach, use the range, use the movement, be fast, be elusive, be nice and crisp, light on his toes, and dedicated enough to not get involved in a brawl. But if he does that, Shavkat is going to get a hold of him. If he gets a hold of him, he's going to get him down. And if he gets him down, it's going to be lights out. Can Ian Garry stop the takedown? Because if he can't, someone's O has got to go, and that's probably going to be Ian Garry's. But he does have a path to victory, using the range, sticking, and moving. The crowd will boo, but who cares about the crowd? Winning is all that matters." Sean O'Malley shares an update on his training progress after undergoing hip surgery.
Well, good news is Sugar Shane's back to training. We got into some mitts, we got into some light sparring.
People are like, you gotta start grappling, brother. Don't need to see you hitting mitts. You're already sharp.
Wrestling.
I can't wrestle yet. I can move around. I can hit mitts a little bit. Shadow box spar a little bit. Cannot grapple at all yet. Probably about 3 weeks out from being able to start drilling. Gotta take care of this. Not hitting mitts, moving around, no issue. It's the grappling that hurts.
Yeah, and I mean, it drives me crazy too. It's like, man, you guys need to go here for wrestling. You got to do this for wrestling. I'm like, brother, we got plenty of good wrestlers, but the problem is you can't wrestle when you got a blown out hip. But we got the hip fixed, and I mean, even Peter, after he got his surgery, he looked like a whole new animal in that fight versus Davison. Davison was always in the fight, but he kind of made him look bad.
Joaquin Buckley predicts Ian Garry will take down Shavkat Rakhmonov at UFC 310. Speaking to Middle Easy, Buckley said, "A lot of people are not going to believe me, but I think Ian Garry is going to win by the skin of his teeth, just like the rest of the wins that he's had, whether that's with MVP or with Jeff Neal. He does a good job of staying safe and surviving. If you don't have the feet to hunt guys down like that, where they're constantly moving and evading, and you don't set up traps, obviously you're not going to be able to land those power shots. If you get in the fire with Shavkat Rakhmonov, you're going to get burned. But I don't see Ian Garry running into that burning house. He's going to try to flee and evade the whole time, and I could see Ian Garry getting his hand raised by decision." Jamahal Hill fires back at Michael Bisping after being called a sore loser. Bisping recently remarked about Hill.
What kind of a fighter is he? Obviously you lose.
He was a sore loser to Pereira, right? Let's just be honest. He was a sore loser. He got knocked out, right? And as men, as fighters,
tough to deal with.
That became a champion. It's hard. It's hard to deal with, and the whole world laughs at you, and they all talk, and he's a proud man, and he's very capable with his hands, and he's a world-class fighter, and he truly feels that he got lucky. He truly feels that when the referee went to step in and then Pereira said, "No, you're good," there was like a little moment of loss of concentration or whatever. Now, whether you agree with that or whether you don't, whether you think that's Jamal making excuses, it doesn't matter. That's what he believes in his mind. That's what he truly believes. He wants to have another go. So he's pissed off. He's angry. But that makes you extremely motivated.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that he just goes out there and wants to lay it on the line and put him away, because I think Jamal is the better fighter. I think Prochazka is fun. I think he's super crazy and interesting, and I love his persona and who he is as a man. But skill-wise, I think he's starting to get kind of exposed for how reckless he is. He's a little sloppy, but at the same time, that's also what makes him so scary and dangerous too, right? Is the fact that he is unpredictable. I don't even think Prochazka knows what the hell he's going to throw out there half the time when he's in the octagon. And anytime you're fighting a guy like that, it's scary.
Hill hits back on X. At Bisping, calling me a sore loser and talking about men losing is the craziest thing to me. Bro, you've been crying and salty about Dan Henderson for 20 years and Vitor for 15 years. You'd think spending half your career losing, you'd know how to handle it. Bisping shared and responded, "Did you watch what I said or read a headline? If it's the headline, I'll accept your apology. I said you were a bit of a sore loser because you're a true competitor." Then explained how, if channeled correctly, it could be beneficial to a fighter's mindset. I was being nice, not talking trash. Didn't have you down as the easily offended type. All the best with your camp. Alex Pereira posts about Jamahal Hill and Jiri Prochazka. Pereira shares a photo of Hill and Prochazka face-to-face with the caption, "Calm down, my son, pass this test, and Dad will give you a second chance." Hill fired back, "Beat it. Funny how you rushed little Roundtree and dumb Jiri like you were the man, but waited until the refs got in the way to swing at me. You'll see me again at 100% soon, and we both know the fear that was in your heart."